Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 164.
2 plus 2 plus 15 plus 15 plus 30 plus 50 plus 25 plus 20 plus 3 plus 2 is 164, cause mathematics.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to Just Keep Stitching.
There you go.
This is a YouTube channel about crossing stitches.
That's right. Hope you had a good week.
Ours was lovely.
Ours was pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing too exciting, but nothing terrible either.
Right. It wasn't boring, but it wasn't.
Right. We are speeding towards September.
Woo!
Woo! And so, plans we have are pertain to a new month, a new month stitching, and
yeah,
and so we're looking forward to that.
Means that we're 1 month closer to October.
Yeah, when we can finally start some stuff.
That's gonna be a fun video. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that, right?
Oh yeah,
like a planned video.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't look at me like I'm insane.
No, we'll do that probably at the latter part of next month.
Yes, yeah. When we got all the stuff.
Another thing that we're going to be doing in the next week or so is change out our wall. Because
after Labor Day,
traditionally, at least where I came from, Labor Day weekend really signals the end of summer.
Thank goodness.
So
I'm ready for the cool weather.
I think we're going to transition out of our summer stitching, our patriotic stitching, and into more fall, and then merging into Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right.
Lots of exciting things coming up. But
so
this week to address a couple of things.
Yeah. So you probably saw, if you are a subscriber to this channel, then you probably saw that Barbara has made a second StitchCon 2021 update video that went up on our channel last Monday. So the Monday after episode 163. And thank you all for your kind comments on the video. Not a whole heck of a lot has changed, but Barbara thought that it was important that she update all the attendees, and obviously anybody who, even if you're not an attendee, you can obviously watch the video. That's it. We can't control that, obviously. So the number, if you want to see what the update is all about, you can go, it's on our channel, you can watch that. It's also uploaded on Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher, on her FlossTube channel as well. So I will address one of the, probably the biggest question that was asked in the comments and in emails and messages that I've gotten is, how do I get on the wait list for 2021? Or like, I want to be on the wait list. First of all, if you want to see if you are on the wait list, we are happy to look that up for you.
Right.
No problem. We get a lot of requests for that, so just give us some time to work through that. But here's what I will say for anyone who is not on the wait list right now. Your chances of, if you are not currently on the wait list, or if you're not a returning person from 2019, if you're not on the wait list, your chances of attending in 2021 are very slim.
If you're not on the wait list
If you are not on the wait list already.
Right.
There's a extreme amount of people on that wait list, and so we need to work through a good chunk of names off of that list before we even reconsider or consider at all reopening the wait list. And that is just, for the most important reason for that is because we don't want people to get a false sense of hope. You know what I'm saying? And carrying wait lists over from year to year to year is getting to be a lot.
It's getting to be a lot.
Yeah. And so we're trying to rethink how we're going to do attendance for 2022, which Barbara alluded to in her video as well. So obviously all that information will come out when it's necessary and we've made those final decisions. But we so much appreciate the enthusiasm for wanting to attend StitchCon. And you know, anything can happen. So there's a possibility that we might be able to reopen the wait list for StitchCon 2021. But at this point, if we opened the wait list up, you probably would not get pulled off of it because we have that many names on it. So let us work through those names. Please be patient. StitchCon isn't going anywhere.
No.
If we didn't have to cancel this year, we wouldn't have. But the best places to keep up with the most up-to-date information are on this channel, Just Keep Stitchin, on Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher, and on the StitchCon website, which is linked below. I've gotten also, which happened the last time that Barbara posted an update video, is we got an influx of requests to join the StitchCon Facebook group. That Facebook group is only for paid attendees. So if you've requested to join and you get denied,
that's why.
That's why. So it's not just like a place to find more information.
The best place for information about it is to go to the website.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Which needs to be updated from Monday's stuff. But whatever. So,
but in terms of what's involved.
And what StitchCon looks like and all the basic questions and things like that.
So,
I don't want anyone to be like, why do I keep getting denied? And that's why. Exactly.
Because you have to have paid to come.
Correct. So that's where we put messages just for the paid attendees. So I think after Tuesday I had something like 80-something requests to join the Facebook group. And because Barbara alluded to the Facebook group and the choosing of the weekend and all that kind of stuff, the first people that get to pick which weekend they go to are the people that are paid attendees. Which makes sense. So anyway, so if you're interested, please watch the StitchCon update and stay tuned to this channel and the StitchCon website for more information.
Very good. The next thing we want to talk about is we had a get-together with the Whistle Stop crew / Crockpot gang.
I don't like Crockpot gang. I like Crockpot crew and Whistle Stop gang.
Well, whatever.
Because Crockpot crew has a nice
our
ring
core
to
group of stitching friends who started coming to our house for Crockpot Friday almost a year and a half, 2 years ago. And all of us have been social distancing, and graciously one of our members, like we have membership. One of our friends, Lisa, invited us all to her house last evening for dinner and stitching. And
it was really lovely.
She has a lovely house, and she has kind of an open plan house, so we could spread out. And
it was lovely.
It was just a lovely, lovely evening. Lots of laughs and lots of sharing of information. And we are going to do a pseudo whistle stop trip in town at Lisa's in October. And taking the place of traveling to Tennessee.
Correct.
So we had discussions about planning for that. And it was just a great, great time.
It was.
So that was pretty much the highlight of our week.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was. There's 9 of us in the group, but only 8 of us were there last night.
We missed.
But we missed Tony. But that was the first time since quarantine that we'd all been able to get together. We did have a smaller get together at Lisa's, and fewer people were able to go, but it was so lovely to all be together again. We're very much looking forward to October.
So we renewed our friendships, and
for sure.
our evening was just lovely.
It was.
So
thank you, Lisa.
Thank you publicly, Lisa, and all that. So we want to talk about what we normally talk about every week, which is Stitch Harmony, although with the influx perhaps of all the people who wanted to enter the giveaway for Coming to America, and that's coming later in the show, obviously, we did not have anybody who expressed an interest in connecting with a stitcher through our hashtag Stitch Harmony.
Yeah, that's okay.
We encourage anybody who would like to make a connection with another stitcher who might be in a remote area or feels...
And we thought about going back and pulling one from like our original video where we introduced
when we first started it.
But then I got to thinking, that's episode 134, and that's 30 videos ago, which means that's 30 weeks ago. And so, since the world looked different 30 weeks ago than it did now, so we're just to keep it current.
We encourage everybody, if you would like to see if anybody lives near you to possibly meet halfway or even get together remotely through Zoom or just email or whatever. Last week's Stitch Harmony shout out was very successful, and they've already gotten together, and by they I mean 3 of them. So the person we shouted out got 2 responses.
Lovely.
I think that was upstate New York, if I recall. And so it does work.
Yeah.
And
it works if you work it.
Yeah, it works if you work it. And so if you are interested in us shouting you out as someone who would like to have a stitch buddy, use the hashtag Stitch Harmony. And if you put it at the very front of a comment on this video, please tell us where you live. Maybe give us an idea if that's not near a big city, what the nearest big city is. Yeah. And we will shout you out next week. We'd be happy to do so. We know that this has been something unique that we do, and we like to see it come to fruition.
We sure do.
All right. And the other one that we normally start our show with is... Pam's pinned comment. And you know, we love the husbands on this channel. We do. Just love them.
Because neither of us have any of those.
Right. And so we love it when someone has a husband or partner that sits with them and watches our show and recognizes at least maybe our voices as they scoot through the room.
Oh, those bimbos again. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Must be Sunday night.
It must be Sunday night. Anyway, this Pam's pinned comment comes to us this week from Christina McCoubry.
Hello, Christina McCoubry.
Hi, Christina. This is what you wrote. My husband was sitting next to me while watching the video. Well, isn't that lovely?
Hello, husband.
You were showing your whips, and he goes, "Is that a snap cue?" Close. LOL. He tries.
A for effort.
And then she said she would love to stitch Coming to America. Wonderful piece, so full of history. Yeah. So, thanks, Christina. Your comment will be pinned to the top of all the comments at episode 163. So there you go.
It will.
Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
All right.
Okay. So, I've been working on some secret stitching this week, and I have a finish, which you'll see in a moment. And then yesterday, I had a new start because if I'm allowed to have a new start, if it is either a gift, or B, a shop bottle for keepsakes. And for me, this is both of those things. So, it's actually both of them. So, you guys saw last week, I think it was last week.
Yeah, I think so.
Where I showed my finish. Yeah, we included the video of Kia and I finishing our first halves of Sewn in Friendship together. And so we decided to start the second half. So I am starting the Plum Street side of Sewn in Friendship. And it says, "From my heart to your hand." I love this one. I love it so much. It's so cute. And it's, like, you can see here the two of them together. And this one's just totally different. I mean, it's a bird on an urn, yes. But, like, there's two birds, and there's not a crazy flower. And it's going to be fun. I'm excited about it. So, I am stitching this on 36 count Confederate Gray by Weeks Dye Works. And so yesterday afternoon before we went to Lisa's, Kia and I had a video call and we started them together. And so I have the words from my done. So, yes, I like it a lot.
36 count.
Yes. 1 thread over 2.
Looks good.
Yes.
I approve.
So, you can see 1 thread over 2. So, it's a little bit more of a prim look, which I personally enjoy. I hope Kia enjoys it too. Kia, I hope you like it. So, this is going to be real fun. I'm very, very excited. So, that is my whip for the week.
There you go.
There you go.
What'd
you work on, Pam?
I stitched an eensy beensy more on my truck.
Eensy beensy? Never
To the point that you probably, if you didn't see it last week and I showed it to you again, you probably couldn't see the additional stitches that are in it. So I chose not to show that today.
Okay.
But I did put a few more stitches kind of on the running board below the door where the dog is sitting, looking like he's driving the truck, right?
Yeah.
And the jury is in on the... and I want to insert a picture of it's an old black and white showing an old-fashioned truck with a blanket, if you will, over the hood of the old truck.
Okay.
Because
that's what it
we have determined, we have finalized that argument. That is what it is.
Okay.
And we'll insert that picture here. And you can see, because the vintage of that truck was before there was a thing called antifreeze. And so they would have, this mailman would have, or maybe he's not the mailman, not sure. He's visiting the post office. The man who's driven up to the rural post office
had his truck, and he doesn't have antifreeze.
And while he was inside, he would have needed one of these, again, cloths, whatever, something to keep the engine or basically the radiator from freezing, because there was no antifreeze.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the jury is out on that.
Jury's in.
Jury's in. Yes, the jury is in. It's been out, but it's now in.
Right. Out and in.
Yeah, right. So for the remaining day and a little bit left in August, before our September projects can be started, I worked on the March cottage from the I'll Be Home series from Twin Peak Primitives. And so that's the dark reddish, it looks dark red, the third one across the top.
Not that dark, though.
And it is 321 DMC, so it is not that dark.
Nope.
But I love it. This is really my favorite cottage so far.
Oh, really?
In going across. I just love this color combination.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
And I am more than halfway done with the house itself. This arbor, I guess we're calling it.
Yep.
Really doesn't take very long at all.
No.
That leaves two, they look like kind of pelicans, really.
Yep. They sure do.
And the name of the month, which is March, down the bottom. So I will just work along on this the rest of today and all day tomorrow. And then Tuesday will be September, and we have our September stitching that kicks in. So
yes,
I am loving this. And reminder that there is a Facebook group if you would like to follow along, either stitching or looking.
Yep.
I'll
link the.
You do have to answer 2 very innocent questions to be admitted.
Yeah.
Some people have asked to join who have not answered the questions. So, sorry, not sorry.
Please answer the questions.
Answer the questions. And we are probably somewhere in the high 400s people in the SAL. So, if you want to be part of the SAL on Instagram, it's hashtag I'll Be Home SAL.
Right. Okay, sorry. I had to pause it to go across the room to pick up something. Because together, we had another whip this week. And we put it over in the corner to... We'll explain. Okay, so... if you watch FlossTube, if you've watched us, then you know that earlier this year... the FlossTube and stitching community lost a very special person, Leanne from Lost and Floss. She lost her battle to cancer earlier this year. And, you know, the stitch along with, for Baby It's Cold Outside, and everyone was doing it, and it was, like, really great, and all the things. So, we were, it sounds sort of, like, braggy a little bit, but anyway, but we don't mean it that way, but... So, Lisa Kretzer, hi Lisa, she, love her. She is one of our favorite Wisconsin people. She came to Keepsakes. She's the one who put her faces on chocolate.
Right.
And just as a reminder for everyone.
Right.
So she came to Keepsakes and she told us that she lived outside of Milwaukee and that she did not have anyone local to stitch with. Right. And I was like, that's actually crazy because there's, you live in a big city. Like there's got to be somebody else that stitches. So,
exactly. Of course. And there were.
Right. And so then the next episode of Just Keep Stitchin', we talked about meeting Lisa and connecting her, and we wanted to find someone locally, and we ended up finding somebody, and then Barb and Leanne met up with them, and they kind of created this group, and it blossomed into this really amazing friendship. And so after Leanne's passing, the group decided that they wanted to do a round robin stitching of Baby It's Cold Outside by Heartstring Samplery. So let me get you the chart so you can see the chart I'm talking about. So this is the chart, and they wanted to stitch the charts, and then they wanted to gift the finished piece to Leanne's parents.
Right.
And, which is lovely, and such a kind, sweet gesture. And then we were asked to stitch on it as well. And we were like, absolutely.
We were sort of instrumental in that Wisconsin group of stitchers forming.
Right.
Initially with Lisa.
Right. And so, so it came to us with some stitching already finished on it, and there really wasn't like any sort of diagram. It just said stitch however much you want
to go.
And then once Pam and I were done stitching on it, then we have someone to send it off to, and I think there's maybe 4 people left, and then the last person that will stitch on it will be Barb, and then it will go to Leanne, or it will get finished, it will get framed, and then it will go to Leanne's
And if you don't know, Barb has, after a period of remembrance, Barb restarted up the channel, and she is on the channel Lost in Floss.
She is, so, which I will obviously link below. So I did ask Lisa if it was okay if we shared our progress on it and what we stitched on it.
Because we're ready to mail it to the next person.
And I put it in the package it up pile and forgot to put it over here in the video pile. So it, from Lisa, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly confident that this is 32 count ale from Picture This Plus that this is stitched on. I think that is, like, literally, I think that's the called for, ironically enough. I don't know, but I think it's the called for. So, cool. It might be like 36. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So, this is what it looks like now.
Right.
So, I stitched the phrase, "Baby, it's cold outside."
Mm-hmm.
And then Pam stitched the word "listen," and then these snowflakes here, and then that one tree right down there.
Yep.
So, there's 4 people left to stitch on it, so I think that that's a pretty good even...
And they want to give it to Leanne's parents at Christmas time, right?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to get that going.
Yes. So, I mean, but it took me maybe a day.
Oh, yeah.
Pam did it over coffee to get her section done.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. And so there's still like that second part of the house left, and then all the trees, and then the rest of the words.
Won't that be lovely for Leanne's folks?
Won't it?
Yeah.
And then they also included a bunch of project labels. And the project labels are all to be signed by everyone that stitched on it. And that will also go, obviously, to Leanne's.
So we've got to do that before we mail it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just going to fill it out for the two of us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And also, Lisa, just in case you watched this, there was not a skein of Piney Woods in here. So I added a skein of Piney Woods, and it's just for the project. So
yeah.
We have like 4 skeins of it.
Yeah, so don't.
So that was super fun, and just a huge thank you to the Wisconsin Stitchers for the Milwaukee Stitchers, I guess,
right,
for including us in this extremely special project. We are absolutely honored to do it for you all and to do it for Leanne's family. So that will be going out to the next Stitcher first thing next week.
Right.
Yay.
Very good.
Okay, so give me my bell. Give me my bell. Time for my bell. Okay, so you guys. Okay, I had to finish. This is my August ornament.
You were very close last week.
I was, yeah. So I'm not surprised it took me like maybe one more stitching session to get it done, but I told you all that I wanted to share with you the newsletter that it came out of. So I'll show you the stitch piece first. So this is called Halloween Costume, and it is by Birds of a Feather. I got it out of a Acorns and Threads newsletter from the fall of 1998. So I can't find this anywhere on the internet listed under freebies. After reading some of the fine print on here, I think I know why. But unless you have a copy of this newsletter,
right,
I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
And so I stitched mine on 32 count Muddy Puddle by Bestitch Me Fabrics. And that is him. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. And I did all of the called for colors except for the black I changed to Onyx by Gentle Arts. And the white I changed from DMC White to Toasted Marshmallow by Costco Works. So, I think just he is the most frightening thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I know that so this is going to obviously be my August ornament. So when I have him finished, I want him to be round.
I think so.
So you can see this really cool fabric. Yeah. Like, I don't want it uptight. I want you to be able to see it. So I think it's going to be one of these round situations, which is very exciting, with maybe a purple and on the back.
You think?
Look at his eyeballs. His eyeballs are purple.
Oh, okay.
To bring out the purple. I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
So that is done, but I wanted to show y'all. So this is the very old newsletter. And this is just hilarious to me. So, and I took this into the Keepsakes and I showed Barbara, and Barbara was like, we used to do the exact same thing back in the day. I mean, this is like before social media, like, you know, all of the things. Yeah. So the fine print that I was talking about, it says, this design may be reproduced by our customers for newsletters or handouts for a period of 1 year ending 10/31/99.
What do you know?
This design may not be sold.
Wow.
So it was literally given like just for...
I think we need to lock that up somewhere.
Like just for newsletters and handouts or whatever. Like,
wow.
Which is probably like, because we went out west to Portland in 94.
Yeah.
So you must have put your name on their newsletter list.
Oh, I probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's how you got this.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't like I I wasn't like I picked it up off the counter.
Right.
I must have added myself, you know, while I was checking out in 94.
Yep.
And I probably got one every month or so, or every season. It looks like they came out 4 times a year.
Yeah, totally.
4 times a year, you got a newsletter.
Isn't that crazy?
How things have changed, right?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
And so it talks about the Birds of a Feather trunk show that they're having, which is full of charts that are very hard to find that I'd love to get my hands on. And then, but my favorite part is, so you have to know, too, a little bit about the history of Market and all of that. Like, it wasn't always in March, and it wasn't always in Nashville, and it wasn't always run by the same people. So, remember that back from 98. But, it says in the back, story time with Steph. I also found a couple of neat gadgets at Market that I think are really going to be cool. The first one is a dome magnifier, 6x, with a built-in ruler. Just set it on top of a piece of linen and count the threads per inch without difficulty.
Oh, I think I know what that is. Okay.
And then this is my favorite one. The next gadget is called a thread bobbin. This new stitching aid will help you organize your threads for each project. They are lightweight and clip together for easy organization. And, like, it's just funny, like, we talk about, like...
Bobbinating.
Right? Or think about gadgets that are new now. So, like, a snag nabbit. Or, like, I don't think people used Q-snaps back then. Oh, really?
I don't think so. I think everybody...
Either a stitch in hand or in a hoop?
Well, I didn't stitch in hand, because I never stitched in hand. But...
So, what'd you stitch in? A hoop?
God, I don't know.
Must have been a hoop. But I just think it's so interesting. And then, it says, and last but certainly not least, as I mentioned in my last newsletter, I have been entertaining the idea of adding a line of solid color silk to my permanent inventory. By the time you get this newsletter, the deed will be done. Please come by and check out the ... Needlepoint Incorporated Silk.
MPI silk.
About 300 colors to be exact. They are beautiful, luxurious, and all the cliches that go along with the word silk. Plus, it is color fast. I have a customer who worked a, quote, red sampler with this silk. Her piece was almost finished when something dreadful spilled on it. She washed her piece until the spill came out and no fading or running occurred. Expose yourself to this wonderful silk thread by finding a little project to work on with it. You'll fall in love. And so it's just really cool. I mean, I'm a huge advocate for, like, not forgetting where we came from and, like, the history of needlework, and, like, especially as somebody who works in a shop, and, like, you know, cross stitch is, like, I eat, sleep, breathe. All things in my life are cross stitch related. Like, it's not like I have a job or career that's not cross stitch, right? I have cross stitch all the time, 24/7. And so it's just interesting I love seeing history like that of shops. And so I just thought that was really cool. And I wanted to share it with you guys.
Nowhere on here. This is fall of 98.
Yes.
Nowhere on here is the name of the owner of Acorns and Threads.
No.
In 90...
She doesn't sign it or anything at the bottom.
There's nothing like, you know, Barbara or...
Right.
Janine. I
think this is before Janine time.
I think it was before Janine. Someone out there can correct us or inform us.
And I also think it's interesting that they don't give you an area code.
Oh, yeah. They didn't expect that it would leave Oregon, I guess.
Right. So, like, was mail order not really a thing back then? Like, I would call Acorns and Threads if I needed something, right?
Now, yeah. But
now.
Not back then.
Right.
Fascinating.
It's just so interesting.
Yeah.
So, I just think that stuff is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to hang on to the newsletter, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And
it will go in the cross stitch museum.
It will. So.
All right.
Happy finishes, everyone. Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about
Back from the finisher.
BFFs, and that is not best friends forever. That is back from the finisher or the framer.
Yes.
Who's going to go first? Read the notes, Pam.
Thank
it looks
you.
like me.
Yes.
All right. So this is really going to be a trip down memory lane.
Are you taking all of them out individually?
I'm going to show them individually. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, here, why don't you give me a stack of them so I can start separating them? Because the pins kind of get stuck in the
Okay. Well, maybe you can help with the show and tell.
I will.
So, some of you may recall that, was it 2018 as a monthly project, I had the original Flip It charts, one for every month, 12 of them.
Yeah, you did.
And this was the first series that Linda did.
I'm sorry if you just said this, but this was last year that you did this, right? Was this 2019 that you did this project?
I don't think so. I think it was 2018, but
Okay.
anyway,
It
it
doesn't
wasn't
matter.
this year.
Okay.
No. And when I bought those little charts, there was a cute little frame that I bought to display them.
Yep.
This thing had been kicking around in my under the bed box for years.
Yep.
And so I decided, I had all the charms and everything. I decided, whatever year it was, last year or the year before, that I would stitch one every month. So, took them over to Barbara, and she has cut the mat board for each one, and then pinned them around the mat board.
Yep.
And we can now put these up. I'm thinking in the kitchen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why I think kitchen too, but yeah.
We haven't decided really.
Nope.
But we put September in anticipation of next month around the corner. And this is what this little thing looks like.
It's so cute.
It was just, wood stain.
And you could take the bottom part out and like replace it with a whiteboard.
Yeah, anything. It would have to be cut to size.
Well,
but this was a piece of cork, obviously.
So cute.
And then
oh
there's
my gosh,
a little...
can we get like a set of push pins for every month?
I don't know. Maybe.
That would be so cute.
And then there was this little tray down bottom for like, I don't know, a
pin?
a pencil or a push pin or whatever. So
cute.
It's kind of old school, but I'm kind of old school too. So
this is true.
So we put September in, and Stephanie brought home all of the 11 others.
Yes.
And these were done so long ago, we're not sure if some of our newer viewers might have seen these.
The other stack, please. So we're going to go through them real quick.
So we'll go through them real quick. They're just pinned. They're not glued, and they're not sewn or taped. No. That's just not Barbara's way of doing things.
This is true.
So we'll just go through these. Yeah. Obviously, you've seen September. This was January. And I chose to use multicolored scraps for these. And ended up being pretty good. February.
Okay.
This is March. April.
Sorry, your tech person is not being very helpful.
No, that's all right.
Okay,
they're kind of fragile.
They are.
May. June. July.
They're so cute.
Yeah. August.
September. I was like, where's September?
You saw September. October. November. And December.
So cute.
So, anyway, they're super cute. When I posted them on Instagram back when I was working on them, I called them the Flippets OG because they were the original set of Flippets that Linda did. So, we will keep these in a very safe place.
Yeah, put them over on the chair, please.
And pop them in every month.
Every month, and we'll show you every month. Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of back from the finisher.
Yes, and then this, I don't even know when I finished this. It's been framed for forever. I don't know why I have not brought it home yet.
Right.
But this is the last piece of custom framing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Barbara will still do framing if you bring her in a ready-made frame.
Yeah.
But this was the last piece of custom framing that we had done at Keepsakes. And this is called Wouldn't Life Be Great? I think is what it was called. If you've been here since the beginning, you remember this piece. Excuse me. This is from Lizzie Kate as well.
Yep.
And Pam was like, was this the frame that you wanted? And I was like, absolutely. So, I love it. It says, wouldn't life be great if sweatpants were sexy, Mondays were fun. They are if you watch Just Keep Stitching. Junk food was good for you. Girls didn't cause so much drama. Guys weren't so confusing. And saying goodbye only meant until tomorrow.
There you go.
And don't look too closely at the cross stitches.
Yep. That was one of your first stitches.
It was.
Lizzie Kate.
Yes. So, very exciting times. So, that was back from the primer.
So, let's talk about our friends in the Netherlands.
Let's.
Twin Peak Primitives.
Yes.
And we have
the pattern of the week.
We have a pattern of the week.
And so what that is every week we look through their collection of old and new things, and we pick something that we like, that we think that you would like too, and then we tell the twins, they say, okay, and then they make it 20% off for all of our amazing viewers. I do want to say that you don't, this whole time I thought you had to say something when you checked out, or like write it in the comments or whatever. No, you don't. It's automatically discounted.
Yes.
And I've been leading you astray this whole time.
Yeah.
I know that like everyone's gotten the discount, but I don't want anyone to think they have to say or do something special.
No, you don't.
It's automatically
It's
discounted.
20% off all week.
Yes.
Until our next video.
Right. So even the people who don't watch us want to buy the chart, they see it's 20% off, whatever. It's fine. It's all good. As long as you get it 20% off, that's all I care about.
Yeah, they usually put our picture on the listing and have fun with it, so it's fine.
It is. So, this week, the chart pattern of the week is what, Pam?
It's called Stitching Christmas, and it's adorable.
It is very adorable.
There are three sort of, shall we say, statuettes. Spools, if you will. And we're going to insert a picture of it here. Isn't that darling? Yes. So it's quite a lovely chart.
It's hills.
And it's time to start thinking about Christmas stitching. And this one is brand new right out of the gate.
It is.
So
if Stitching
Christmas. I just wanted to repeat the title.
Stitching Christmas. So if you would like to get your hands on a copy of Stitching Christmas, you can get yourself a PDF copy at either the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or their website, both linked below in the box.
Yep.
Or if you'd rather have a hard copy of the chart, that's totally cool. You can still get one at 20% off. You just have to purchase it through Threads and Twined.
Right. And usually by this time, they've gotten the word of which one we picked, and it's already in their Etsy shop. If you should go to Etsy and you don't see the listing, let me know, and I can alert the twins that they just need to load some more PDFs onto Etsy. So it's not a big deal. It's not like a PDF would ever sell out.
Right.
They just have to refresh or do whatever they do. Technically.
Technology-wise or whatever.
And
no problem.
So, Stitching Christmas. Go get it. It's adorable.
Exactly.
All right. So that brings us to mail call.
Okay. All right, so first of all, I got, speaking of Wisconsin people, and someone else who is stitching on the same round robin, the baby it's cold outside thing, I got a lovely package from Roseanne, who was the person who hooked up with Lisa.
Right.
For the whole thing. Okay, so Roseanne's package came. And she said that she sent me some stuff. So this...
You weren't expecting this, though.
I was not. No.
No.
So in here is what looks like, I think it's 32 counts, Weeks Dye Works fabric that she started stitching on, and she didn't like the look of it, and so she sent it to me. Thank you so much. I will happily take it. I think it's 32. It might be 36, but I think it's 32.
Pretty.
Did she say?
No, she said it's Weeks.
Yeah, it's Weeks, but she was doing something over 1 on it, and she didn't like it, and so she sent it to me. Thank you so much. And then also included in the package were a couple of fox things. One is this really beautiful piece of art, and it is called Foxes with Z's on it, because the fox is sleeping. Sorry about the glare, but it's in this packaging. I don't want to take it out.
Yeah.
So, the artist, her name is Cara Mitten. And I love it so much. It's so sweet. And then, just for ha-has, she sent me a package of Fox sticky notes. And we love sticky notes in this house. Yes. So, thank you so much, Roseanne. I appreciate it. I don't want it to fall. I appreciate it so much.
That was nice.
Yes, it was. Okay. Then, I was watching, I think, yeah, it was her Instagram. So, Becca at Sambury Stitches, she, on her Instagram story, was showing these Pop-Tarts. Okay? Now, these Pop-Tarts, I was very intrigued by, because they were Fruit Loop flavored Pop-Tarts. So, my inner child spoke up and was like, what are these? And I was like, please let me know what they taste like. And so, her and I went back and forth for a little bit, and she was like, I'll send you something to try. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? So, now I have 2 packages of Fruit Loop flavored Pop-Tarts, and I'm going to try first with I'm going to take 1 package of 2 Pop-Tarts, and I'm going to put 1 in the toaster and see how it is warm.
Warm Fruit Loops? Nothing.
Yeah, but there's no milk involved.
I don't care.
It tastes like
it's all you.
Okay. And then I'm going to try 1 at room temperature, and I will report back how it is. Don't worry, I will. But she said she couldn't just send the Pop-Tarts.
You don't just put Pop-Tarts in the mail.
No, you do not. So, so first she sent this very sweet little card. Look at that elephant. I love it. And then she sent both Pam and I these absolutely beautiful notebooks.
Journals. Oh my God.
Journals.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
I love
it. Says
this.
Pacific Northwest.
It sure does.
She lives in Bremerton, Washington, if you didn't know.
Yes.
Which is a lovely, lovely, lovely part of the world.
Look at that otter.
Yeah.
Just look at that otter.
Yeah.
Isn't that the happiest otter you've ever did see?
Yeah.
And I love that big whale.
These are beautiful.
They're so beautiful. And they're lined, which is like my favorite. And then they have this little cute little strap.
Yep.
A strap on and a little bookmark. And then included with each journal was a little bookmark. And so mine is like this.
Yeah. Because she's very close to Olympic National Park.
Yes.
And Forest.
And Pam's is of the cover, which is so cool.
Just lovely. Thank you publicly, Becca.
Thank you
These
so
are
much.
just lovely.
We love
Stephanie
journals.
has very young memories
of
going to the Pacific Northwest.
I do, and I would love to go back.
I was sent there a couple times for work. Went out to Bainbridge Island at one point, and it's just a lovely part of the world.
It sure is.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
Okay, and we'll do these next?
Sure.
Okay, so you got an email from the lovely Janice at Traditional Stitches.
Right, and they are in
Canada. In Alberta.
In Alberta.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Janice reached out to us because the shop whom she, I believe, owns.
Yes, it's her shop.
Okay. Which is, again, Traditional Stitches.
Right.
Did a collaboration with Hands Across the Sea samplers.
Well, they're celebrating their 20th year in business.
Correct.
I believe it's 20.
Yes.
And so Hands Across the Sea came out with a limited edition sampler that is exclusive to this anniversary of Traditional Stitches.
Yes. And so you can only purchase the chart through Traditional Stitches.
Right.
And they are going to be hosting a stitch along of this sampler.
Hands Across the Sea sampler. It is called Anne Morrison.
Circa 1830.
Circa 1830. It is Anne without an E, and it is Morrison with one R. She was 14. Yes, here it is. 20th anniversary stitch along with Traditional Stitches, and it is absolutely stunning.
It is.
So I'm going to show you a picture. This is Anne Morrison, 1830. And it's from Hands Across the Sea.
It's beautiful.
We just love the color tones of this.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's just lovely. Imagine when you're a 14-year-old today.
Yeah,
doing
right.
This.
And so it is charted the model is stitched on 46 count linen, and the called for colors are Rovaris 100.3 silks.
Right.
And then she also provides a soie d'Alger conversion and then also a DMC conversion from that if you are so interested.
Right.
So here's the deal with this.
Right.
So let me just make sure that I give all the information correctly. Okay. So Janice sent us 3 copies of this chart.
Right.
We don't need 3 copies.
No, clearly.
Right. So we will be giving 2 copies away, but not today.
Right.
Because the
start of the stitch along was
supposed to be sooner, but now the start date is December 5th.
Right.
And so they are starting to ship charts and kits mid-October.
Right.
And so we're going to wait and do that at the same time so that you don't get the chart super, super early or whatever.
But we wanted to give you a heads up about the stitch along.
Yeah. So
and about the beautiful sampler from Hands Across the Sea.
Yeah.
And Stephanie fell in love with it. Stephanie will probably stitch it. So we will keep one. And like Steph said, we'll give the other 2. They're in pristine condition.
Yep.
And we will give away 2 in anticipation of the start of the SAL.
Correct.
Which is going to be December 1st.
Correct.
But we wanted to give you a heads up about it.
Yeah. And if we give it away mid-October and then you get it by even the end of October, the 3rd week of October, that's plenty of time to get your supplies ready.
Yeah. So, 3 of these lovely beauties.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is if you just want to go ahead and order the chart, that's totally fine too.
Yeah, we'll have a link.
Yeah, we will have a link to their website.
Right.
And then we will also provide their phone number if you would rather contact them that way.
Right.
But that's so exciting.
Right.
And thank you so much to Janice for including us. She knows how much we love our Canadian people.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'll put all the information below. I'm excited. I've never stitched on 46 count, and I have never stitched with that.
Never stitched hands across the sea
either. Yeah. So a lot of them are just a little bit extra for me, but
this one is lovely.
Yes, happily. Okay. And then I will also link the Hands Across the Sea FlossTube channel in case you want to go check that out too.
Right.
Okay, and then our last little bit of mail call, is from the lovely Kim.
Right.
Okay, so Kim, who is also in Canada, she reached out to me a couple weeks ago, I guess, at this point. And she said that she loves our channel and she wanted to send some project bags along.
Right.
So her business is Little Boat 88. So she has a Etsy shop, Little Boat 88, and then she also is on Instagram as Little Boat 88, and she makes project bags.
Yes.
And so we'll show you the 2 that she made for Pam and I. And then we will show the 2 that she sent to give away.
And each one has a needle minder that goes with it.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
So show yours.
Okay, so she sent, I want to get the needle minder out to show.
Yes.
She sent me one that is whale themed, which is just lovely.
Yeah.
Oops. There it is. And so this is the back of it.
Look at those
with
whales.
All the whales. And then a pretty floral.
Oh, I love the inside.
On the inside.
Love it.
And a needle minder with the whale fabric on it.
There you go.
So
cute, like a covered button needle minder.
Thank you very much. I absolutely love it.
Yes. And then for me, here, let me take that. And then for me, she sent, let me get my needle minder out. Look at those foxes.
You saw a fox today, too.
I saw a fox today. We were upstairs in the office.
Right.
At our house, and I looked out the window, and there was a fox literally sunbathing in our backyard.
Right.
And then he just got up and just casually walked off to the woods.
Yep.
And I was like, we are a fox sanctuary now.
I guess so.
But like, look at this fabric though.
Yep.
And I do have another smaller project bag that's like in a totally different style. So they're partners in crime now. And then she put the same matching fabric on the inside, which is fantastic.
Great fabric.
I love this fabric. And of course, my needle minder with my fox head on it.
Right.
So cute. Love it so much. Thank you, Kim. And then the bag, she sent 2 fall themed bags, both to give away.
Right.
So, do you want to just talk about that now and then we can, or do you want to wait until the giveaway portion?
Oh, let's do this right now. Yeah.
So, okay, I'll show the bags first. Okay, so the first fall bag, this is the back fabric. And it says, happy fall, y'all, autumn, grateful, gather together. So cute. And then the inside is that really cool, like, look at that turkey. Super cool. And then a little pumpkin needle minder included. And then the second bag, I love this. Look at this fabric. Pumpkins and sunflowers. And then the inside is the green colorway of the same fabric as the inside. And then your pumpkin needle minder as well.
Yep.
So cute. So my thought is, so we're giving both of those away. We're going to pick 2 winners. And my thought for the question is,
do we want to go by the color of the inside fabric to distinguish them?
Like green and orange. Okay, so in your comment, make sure that you use the word either green or orange. If you want to enter for both, you totally can. You just can't win both. So just make sure you put the words green and orange. And then the question that we want you to answer is, okay, after much deliberation, we've decided. So, that please use the words green or orange in a sentence.
Right.
I feel like these sentences are going to be hilarious.
Yeah. Right.
So, I mean, you don't get like any bonus points for being creative. You could just say my favorite colors are green and orange.
Right.
But And like I said, you can enter for both, but you can only win one. So,
Right.
Just use them in a sentence. Because we were going to say, what are you most looking forward to in autumn? But I feel like we just asked you guys that like 3 videos ago. So,
Yeah.
So, thank you to Kim. We can't wait. We hope that you guys are excited about these. They're absolutely beautiful. Very, very well made. I mean, they're from Canada, so.
Yeah.
So we're excited to give those away. So let us know what you like, and please use those words in a sentence.
Absolutely.
Okay. Alrighty. So now we're going to do
haul. Okay.
So you go first.
I'm a big Bent Creek fan. I love Bent Creek, and I saw this one, and I said, yeah, I need to have that. It was in the Etsy shop of Luminous Fiber Arts. Yeah. Our friend Misty. Yeah. So I picked it up from her, and it's called Jack.
Is that what it's called? Just
Smiling Back Jack. Sorry.
There it is. Okay.
Smiling Back Jack. Whoops. And I love him.
Yeah, it's very cool. I
love the vulture. I just love the vulture. Very, very, very cute. So, picked that up from Misty.
Super cute.
And I also made a couple of PDF purchases off of Etsy. One was from Rovaris, which I have had favorited for a long time. This picture really doesn't do it justice. I'm going to call it Nantucket Needlebook. Okay. She doesn't really title her designs much, but this makes into a needlebook, and it has a whale on it and a little needle pouch, and it says Nantucket. I think if you went to Rovaris on Etsy, you would find it pretty easily. So I picked that up.
I will link her Etsy below.
And some of you may recall back some time ago, our friend Darla sent Steph this.
Yeah, the cat.
The black cat with the buttons on it. It was super cute. And
it was so cute.
And she said she got the design from a Russian designer on Etsy called Punochka. Punochka. And she's in Russia. Yeah. And she said that she would release it on Etsy sometime in the future. She finally did. It actually includes...
Wait, this whole chart, you get all of these?
Yes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the cat is in there too. It's not in this picture.
Okay. But
I wanted the whale. They're all kind of Quakerish. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4.
Show the people.
All right. So there's this whale, which I really wanted.
Look at that freaking whale.
And then you get this frog and this bunny.
That bunny.
And this mouse. Okay. So Punochka on Etsy. Yeah. And the cat is in there too. So you get 5 different charts.
That's a steal of a deal.
It is a steal of a deal.
Well, look at that.
So I picked that up off of Etsy too.
Okay.
So that was my haul.
Okay. I think, yep, all my hauls, Keepsakes haul. Okay, so, everybody, look up now. The 2020 Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament issue is in stock at Keepsakes. Shameless plug, we have plenty of copies, so if you would like a copy, please give us a call. There are some super cute ones in here, I'm just saying. I actually really like that bison right there. I like this Joy, and
I like that sweater.
Pam likes the sweater, and I love this Santa.
Yeah.
So cute. So there's a ton of amazing, there's 70 plus projects
there
in
you
here.
Go.
Oh yeah, and then this angel too.
Oh,
I
that
really
angel.
like.
We both liked
Love it.
Her. Yeah.
Love it. So super cute. So got that for our collezione. And then our order of new releases from Brenda that were not coming to America from Brenda Gervais with Onion and Thread came in, and this is not new, but it's only available if you order direct from her, and we have a shop model of it, and it's so cute. And I know I talk a lot about foxes on this channel, but don't forget about my love of bunnies, okay?
There you go.
And this is spring delivery. So cute. I love this bunny.
Yeah, that's a beautiful design.
It is. And then this is one of her newest releases, and it is called The Witch's Brew.
Super cute.
Look at her. Mm-hmm. I like how she's just like, I don't know, she's so cute to me.
Yeah, she's looking right at you like, and
right?
What was your point?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love this purple in the cup, and I love the little jack-o'-lantern. Mm-hmm. He's so cute. And then these are a couple of new releases. Remember that time I said I know that I love foxes? This is from Waxing Moon Designs. A lot of people had messaged me and told me about this. And as soon as it was available to order from our distributor, I snagged it. And Waxing Moon's Bittersweet Trio. So you got your crow. I love this. And then obviously my fox and a squirrel. And I like them all. And my plan for, like, you know, their house trios that they have is to stitch them all 3 in one. And I think I'm going to do that with these.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be cute. As opposed to having 3 separate ones. If I want to stitch them all, might as well stitch them all together, right? So, super cute. And then this is new from Pineberry Lane. I don't know if this was, like, at one point maybe a club situation, but I just think it's so cute. And it's called Fancy Blacket, the Perfect Pumpkin.
Right.
I think it's adorable. I love her little scissors. So that's Pam and that's me. Love it.
Yep.
So cute. Mm-hmm. So I picked those up this week.
All right.
All right.
All right. I guess this is where you are now.
This is where you are now. Lucky you.
Either you waited through everything else or you fast forwarded, but here we are.
Here we are.
And it is time for our giveaway of our Coming to America kit.
Yes, ma'am.
There were a total of over 500 comments on last week's video, and over 300 of them
use the word Mayflower.
Use the word Mayflower.
So that's very exciting. So just as a recap,
right?
This is the Coming to America Women of the Mayflower. It is the chart pack that was sent by Brenda. There is no fabric, no threads that are included with this, but that's totally fine. You have technically the SAL starts on the 6th of September. So as soon as we hear from the winner, we will mail this out so you can get started. And so, like we always do on this channel, and also that was donated by our sweet friend Liz. So
right.
Thank you, Liz. We appreciate you.
Right.
And I know the winner does too. Mm-hmm. So like we do whenever we give something away on this channel, we record ourselves, usually me, picking a winner. And so
it's always you. I've never done it.
Oh yeah, that's also very true. But you sit next to me and watch me pick them.
I do.
And so I did that, and I used the YouTube random comment picker, and I put in the word Mayflower, and then I picked a winner, and we will insert the video of me giving this away. Hello, and welcome to this week's giveaway portion of the program. This week we are giving away the beautiful Coming to America box that was so generously donated to us by our good friend Liz, and for one of you fantastic people watching. So this was the video where we talked about it. Excuse me. And we asked you to tell us why you would want to stitch this, and we asked you to please use the word Mayflower in your comment. Okay, so that way that I can search for it. Alright, so as you can see, there's the URL for the video, and I have put Mayflower in as the word. Alright, so let's see how many comments there are. I know there was a lot. .347 unique commenters. Alright, let's pick a winner. Okay. Cami B12. I was late to the Coming to America bandwagon. I would love to stitch this chart about the Mayflower. I love American history and have a Revolutionary War soldier in my family tree. Congratulations, Cammie. You have won Coming to America. So, what we need you to do is please send your mailing address to Pam's email address, which is listed in the description box below, and we will get this sent out to you. Congratulations! And thank you all so much for all of your fantastic comments this week. They were super fun to read. And I will send you back to regularly scheduled programming now. Bye! So, congratulations, Cammie.
Right. Congratulations,
I assume
Cammie.
that your name is Cammie, so...
Right.
So...
Fantastic.
Like I said in that video, please, please, please send a email to Pam's email address listed in the description box below with your mailing address, and we will ship your Coming to America kit right out to you. And I'm thinking that I'm probably going to send it priority.
Oh, yeah, I think you should. As you saw in the video, she said she had a Revolutionary soldier in her tree, and so do we.
Yeah, I want to know who it is.
So I would be curious if you would share that, and we can share it with the people.
If that's okay with you.
And that's very cool.
Yeah,
because
very
if you have a Revolutionary War soldier, then chances are you are a daughter of the American Revolution, which is a very nice organization to belong to.
It is.
So, I also wanted to make sure that we mentioned that during our World Cross Stitch Day Instagram live show, we gave away 2 charts of
A Perfect World by the Scarlet House.
A Perfect World by the Scarlet House, and those are going to go out this week as well.
Yeah, I reached out to both of the winners.
To the 2 winners. So, just kind of wrapping that up.
Yeah, for sure.
Plans include looking forward to our September projects coming up. My WIPGO will be 9 more days on the Lanarte Pumpkins kit.
Oh, okay.
And then working on another one of my WIPGOs, which is a new call for WIPGO, and that is Cornish Folkies, otherwise known as Captain Poldark and Demelza.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to giving both of them some love in September. We have our September ornaments to do so that we can get those to Jan.
Our last Halloween ones.
In time for Halloween.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave it at that, I guess.
That's all I have.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
So, thanks for visiting.
Yeah.
And we hope that you had a good week of stitching. And it's about time to wrap our show up. So,
the 5th time you've called it a show.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Is it a show? I don't know.
I mean, is it? They're the ones watching.
I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in another week.
Yeah.
With lots more to talk about in the world of cross stitch.
Yes, ma'am.
And until then, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye!